is ABC News.
The news starts now. AM 1240 and 95.3 FM. WJON.
WJON News Time, 12:32 and 70 degrees. I'm Lee Voss. News being brought to you by Perkins Restaurants and Bakery and by Trout Companies. We'll have a look at your WJON weather coming up in just a few moments. A man was hurt in an assault Friday afternoon near Litchfield. The Meeker County Sheriff's Office says they got a report at about 5 a.m. of a man lying by the road in the 600th Avenue area near 230th Street. Deputies found 50-year-old Galen Service of Olivia lying in the ditch with what appeared to be a stab wound and injuries from being struck by a vehicle. Service was taken to Meeker Memorial Hospital and later airlifted to the Hennepin County Medical Center with serious injuries. The vehicle was later found and multiple suspects have been identified. The Sheriff's Office says it was a targeted attack and they're asking anyone with information to give them a call. You can either call the Sheriff's Office or their confidential tip line. Stearns County Commissioners have approved a plan to build a new jail and justice center on an undetermined property outside of downtown St. Cloud. The project will also be a full build. That includes the jail, Sheriff's Office, County Attorney's Office, Judges' Quarters, and courtrooms. Board Chair Terrell Clark says they voted to move into the schematic design phase as they also firm up the language on a 3/8 cent sales tax request for voters.
What's important for voters as they're listening is while the board has authority to levy, we got permission from the legislature to go to our Stearns County taxpayers and ask, could we do this as a sales tax as opposed to a levy? And what that means for anybody really in Stearns County is they will pay far less.
If approved, the sales tax would raise up to $325 million to pay for the new complex. Clark says the board will closely watch the bids as they come in and will scale back the project if necessary. A state law that takes effect today gives adopted people born in Minnesota easier access to information about their birth parents. State Registrar Molly Crawford says about 172,000 birth records are eligible for release.
So an adoption may have occurred outside of Minnesota, but if the person has been born in Minnesota, it's the Minnesota birth record that they will have access to, the original record before the adoption.
Crawford says you can fill out a request form and send it to the Minnesota Department of Health Office of Vital Records. The non-certified copy will include birth parent names, baby name, place of birth, and other information. Several civic organizations have declared this as Old Glory Week in the St. Cloud metro area. Major Dan Warnicki is the Community Affairs Officer for the St. Cloud Composite Squadron of the Civil Air Patrol, headquartered at the St. Cloud Army Air National Guard Base. He says they want to make people aware of the importance of the flag and what it stands for.
You're going to see about 3,000 small flags along the main thoroughfares, streets, and so forth of St. Cloud, Sauk Rapids, Wade Park, and Sartell. And again, just as a reminder to people to remember the flag and honor the flag.
Wernicke encourages residents to proudly fly the American flag at their homes this week and businesses to put up a flag as well. The 3,000 flags around the area will be up throughout the week. Old Glory Week is a coordinated effort with the VFW Post 428, St. Cloud Morning Optimist Club, Boy Scouts, and the Friends of Aviation Foundation. Warnicki says this is a local effort that grew out of a concern for what they feel is a lack of respect for the flag, and they hope it lights a fire for patriotism in the community. It'll be busy in St. Joseph this week for the annual Joetown Rock celebration. On Wednesday evening, the gates will open at 5 with bingo, games, and food available. The opening prayer is at 5:55 in the evening. The band lineup includes Leslie Vincent, Chris Crozy, and the Killer V's. Fireworks will be at 10:15 p.m. Now, the celebration in St. Joe continues on Thursday with the parade at 10 a.m., bingo and food at 11, live music at 11:30, and the quilt auction at 1:30. The raffle drawing will be held at 3 p.m. The annual Joetown Rocks Festival is the major fundraiser for the Church of St. Joseph Catholic Church. 78th annual St. Cloud Fireworks Show will be Thursday night, celebrating the 4th of July. In Hester Park on the west bank of the Mississippi River, there will be family-friendly events throughout the day. Food vendors will open at noon, reserved seating starts at 6, and the St. Cloud Municipal Band performs at 8:30. In Wilson Park, along Riverside Drive on the east bank of the river, members of the United States military and their families will have a special reserved seating area. No reservations are necessary. Just bring a chair and show your military ID. And there's 5 days of fun in Annandale as they host their annual 4th of July celebration. Those events start on Wednesday with Carnival opening at 4 p.m. Music in the Park with the Annandale Community Band starts at 7, and the boat parade is also at 7. Thursday's highlights include the parade at 10 a.m., Annandale Ambassador Coronation at 5:30 p.m., Music in the Park with the Fabulous Armadillos at 7, and fireworks at dusk. Then on Friday, they have a pork chop dinner at 6, and Music in the Park also starting at 6 p.m. Saturday, there's a kiddie parade at 10:30 in the morning and a kids tractor pull at 11:30. Music in the Park with the West Metro Big Band at 6 p.m. And then Sunday, the celebration wraps up with the Carnival and bingo. WJON News Time, 12:37 and 70 degrees. News brought to you by Perkins Restaurants and Bakery and by Trout Companies. I'll have your WJON holiday forecast next. For St. Cloud and Avon. Mostly cloudy today, high of 74. Chance for rain late, but better a chance for some thunderstorm activity tonight. A low of 58 degrees tomorrow. Scattered storms, otherwise cloudy and 82. Then clearing by tomorrow night, a low of 61, sunshine and 82 on Wednesday. Scattered thunderstorms return to the forecast Wednesday night, and on Thursday, the 4th of July, scattered thunderstorms likely, otherwise cloudy and 78. By Friday, still a chance for storms, otherwise cloudy and 74. Saturday, sunny and 80. Sunday, sunny and 80. Again, 70 degrees right now. For more St. Cloud area news, sports, and weather, visit us using the free WJON mobile app. I'm Lee Voss, WJON.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lee. More local news, of course, on the radio throughout the afternoon. Our full conversation with Stearns County Commissioner Terrell Clark, that's on the way now.